Man, what's going on, everybody, man? We got the post-game show, the Bazz and Mingo, man. How everybody doing, man?
Yep,
Dude, we
it's good.
tired.
I know Bingo's tired after going in overtime. He worked extra tonight
He
Yeah, I
did,
did,
man.
freak.
He did, man.
and came out to win. Hey, I like that. George County, I got that pick right. It was closer than I thought. But again, Wayne County, I know played some tough teams. So to go to overtime, it was pretty good and get the win.
That was a
All
good.
right.
That was an overtime thriller, man. That was a good game. We'll talk about that when we get to that game. But
Yeah.
that game, that was an emotional game, man. They first time beating them folks in 25 tries, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
the only win that they was 1991. So 22 years.
Crazy.
Yep. But yeah, we can get it going. I can do my part here and run down the games like we did at the beginning, but pregame, where I'll run it down from bottom to the number one game. All the games obviously are final. St. Patrick did lose tonight to Centerville Academy, 34-21. I had picked Centerville Academy, and that was our first matchup. So St. Patrick gets the loss tonight. Stone, I did watch that game, and they had led it 14-0 at halftime. Equipment came back and tied the game up, got the 2-point conversion, but Stone right at the end, Tice got a big long run to set them up, and they scored. I was thinking with around a minute or so left, and they held them off. So Stone won 21-14. That's one of my 3 losses on the night, unfortunately. But hey, I'm glad Stone won. It was their homecoming, and they won against Quitman tonight. So again, stop me if you want to talk about any games here. The other game, Moss Point, West Harrison. We talked about in pregame how the injuries were for Moss Point, and it showed tonight as they got shut out by West Harrison. I know you shared some videos there, Bazz, with the running back there with West Harrison. And you can give him a shout out. What's his name?
Jordan Stapleton, man.
Yeah. He did real good. But 49-0, West Harrison defeated Moss Point. I had a 31-18 predicted score that Moss Point would get some points, but again, I didn't know they were really out. Their quarterback, their running back. I know all the other players still put in the effort, but the Hurricanes won tonight. They moved to 4-1 on the season. Long Beach couldn't make it 2 wins in a row. They went on the road to Petal, and they lost 42-14. Long Beach dropping to 1-4 on the season. Bay High at PRC. PRC had a guy text me. He was at the game, and he said PRC's winning. I think that was the first lead they had this season. They're winning 6-0. Then they were losing 7-6. They put up a valiant effort, but Bay High did prevail 42-26 at PRC. PRC 9 straight games losing there. Hopefully they'll get it back on track here. At some point, they're off next week. The one other game that I got wrong, East Central, I can't figure them out. 1-2 goes to St. Martin homecoming. St. Martin's 0-4. And I didn't get really. I heard sporadically score updates where East Central had a decent lead. Then all of a sudden, I heard St. Martin came back and took the lead. And then I get the final score, and it's East Central 63 to St. Martin 42. 105
What?
points.
That's a shootout.
Points that they put up. And in fact, I was looking up, and I stopped looking. I was going to look and see if most points scored in a game. Of course, that's 77 for East Central, but I'm looking for most points combined. Oh, it's 120 combined, 2,000 that East Central had. St. Martin, let me see, most combined 118 points. So neither one of them were close to their record for most points total in the game. But St. Martin drops to 0-5. They have the longest post losing streak at 12 games. What were you going to say, Bingo?
Oh, nah, I ain't saying. I'm scratching my head.
Yeah, that was. I would have to again. I knew it was close, or East Central had the lead, and he said, I think St. Martin came back. I said, all right, I'm gonna get it this time. And 63-42. I mean, that's that is
That's crazy.
a big one there, and another loss, of course. Again, a lot of teams are off next week. St. Martin is off next week, and East Central is off next week, preparing for that region game. Now we're getting into the top 10. Pass Christian hosted Northeast Jones. First time matchup. I had a 42-21 predicted score for Pass Christian. I had 42-21. Pass Christian did get 41. They only allowed 3. So their defense is playing good. They rebounded after the loss to St. Stanislaus. And nice win tonight for the Pirates there to move 4-1 with the win, with the 41-3 win. There, St. Stanislaus again. We just mentioned they're 3-1. They lost. They got canceled. Escambia County, and St. Stanislaus will host Stone next week. The other West Jones. Man, we talked about it pregame. 4-0, stout defense. Going to Poplarville, we have them ranked number 9. They're 3-1. And West Jones they didn't allow them to score. I haven't looked it up yet to see when the last time Poplarville was shut out, but 42-0, the Mustangs shut out Poplarville.
Goodness. It was 42-0 for halftime, wasn't it?
It was 35-0.
35-0
Yeah. That's what I try to do, is to write down halftime scores to get an idea of what the rest of the game. Go ahead.
Matt, what score did you say what did you say the score was going to be for that game today?
29-14, West Jones. So I was figuring Poplarville would score, but West Jones is that good. I mean, I know they're good. They're 5-0 now. So
yeah,
I'll see when the last time they got shut out. The Hornets. I'll be on my hot or not tweet tomorrow. Mendenhall 3-1 at 8th ranked Harrison Central, the other team that's undefeated, along with Hancock, which we'll get to in a minute. Harrison Central 3-0. They played one game 1974, so a while back. I had a 44-34 projected score for Harrison Central. It was 3-0 at halftime. Harrison Central.
Yep, it was.
They ended up winning 23-6. Harrison Central win. So I got the game correct. The score was off. And did you go to that? What game did you go to? That game? Or you
I went to that game. West Harrison had homecoming tonight, so I didn't want to fight the traffic. They had a lot of traffic. I had somebody that was at the game who told me it was a lot of traffic over there. And I just stuck it out at Harrison Central, man. Checked them out. They look good defensively. They look really good. They look really big, and their secondary is pretty good as well. So they was impressive tonight.
And you finally seen them firsthand. I haven't seen really any video of their players. I mean,
right.
But yeah, they're 4-0. So I mean, that's pretty good. They are, assuming they're off. Let me see.
No, they have Meridian next week. They got Meridian next week.
Yep, I see it at home. Meridian.
It's gonna be another tough one.
Yep, that's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, with Meridian. So there are teams playing next week. I know there's a lot that are off. And real quick, I looked it up real quick with that Poplarville. Last time they were shut out was 2012. So 11 years ago. So a long time. The Hornets last time they were shut out. We get to your Wayne County 1-2 at number 7th ranked George County. Still without Deuce, coming back next week after the transfer. And I had a 31-23 George County win, but it wasn't that close. But they did win. So I know, Bingo, you were there, and you sent me that text. Hey, it's 7-7. They're going to overtime. Like, man. So how did it go in over? Or who scored what? I mean, Moody was in there, or who was what?
Moody didn't play. He hadn't played quarterback since Greene County game. We've been George County had Gage Reeves under center since the Greene County game, and he's been the quarterback. And tonight, he's a senior. He's a starting safety, but he came in and filled in for Brand Moody when he got hurt against Greene County, and he filled in exceptionally. He went 2-1 as a starter, and won the game for us. Came in and closed the game against Greene County, and Greene County won. Wayne County won the coin toss. They got the ball first. They ended up scoring, but they went for a 2-point conversion.
They were trying to get that win. They weren't supposed to.
But your first, your first. You would think the first team would. So what
Just kick
happened
the
after
field
that?
goal. The was incomplete. George County got the ball. They started out their drive with a 15-yard. The penalty he called. The ref called on George County start their overtime position off 15. Personal.
They
Somebody was
backed
arguing
them
with
up.
the referee or something.
Man,
Yeah,
they
he
already
backed
Personal
them up
foul.
15.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
they backed him up 15 to start the drive off in overtime. And then next thing you know, George County started driving, and Gage Reed and Jacoby Street started pounding that ball down. They got him on the goal line, and they went up top. Marlon Porkchop owed him, and he caught the
Poor
game-winning
chop old him.
touchdown. He caught the
Man.
game-winning touchdown, man. And it was tied up 13-13, and Leighton Fryfogle came in and kicked the game-winning field goal, man, and everybody just rushed the field. Like you said, that was their first time beating them in 25 years, man.
Man, that's crazy.
That's a
That was a
great
defensive
win.
game. George County defense pitched the shutout. Yeah, they
Yeah.
pitched the shutout. The only points Wayne County got was off of pick six and the
Yeah.
overtime. But other than that, George County defense pitched the shutout.
Man, they're for real. I know that first game of the season. I mean, they are. And I did see you post, or who I assume it was you. Somebody posted on Facebook the interview. With at halftime,
Yeah.
and that's where I heard the coach said, "Hey," and that's when it was brought up about the pick six. So again, the social media stuff, do the halftime interviews and stuff and posting it. That's great. I mean, they're lucky to have you there. At George County, and they're not going to get rid of you anytime soon because they're winning. And next week they host Hattiesburg. They're a decent team there in Hattiesburg, but a great win. I look forward to the videos as you'll post them out about George County there afterwards. So you got that right. I got it right. That's great.
Yep.
They
get Deuce and Cole back next week. That is like, man,
That's a big deal.
That's like getting, bro. Like they get two of their 4-star athletes back, man, to come and fill in, and they're going in the last region play game with only one loss, getting ready for district. Like it's going, and they're gonna be a different team because Deuce, man, he like standing next to him on the sideline. You see why he's so highly touted and so highly recruited. Like he's on the sideline calling out the plays. Like he's a coach. He's like he has that mind, bro. Like he's on the sideline. He's telling his teammates what he see. Like he's like the referee had to tell, hey man, you can't be talking and all this stuff. Like man, shut your ass up, Steve. Like let the kid do his thing, man. Like he's like, man, I'm ready to see him in action next week.
And that sets up nicely where again it's a non-region game where he can get kind of in the flow because he hasn't played in a couple weeks with the other team, but that'll set up nicely, like I say, at home again. Hosting
Hattiesburg.
Home
for the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 games, they're at home.
Man, that's setting up nice. So a little short drive for you there. So we'll finish up here and move on, as I know you got other coaches and players to get to. Pascagoula, 5th ranked Pascagoula 3-1 at 6th ranked Biloxi 2-2. Biloxi 0-2 on the road this year, 2-0 at home. I went with the Indians, and now they were live streaming. Your friend there at Pascagoula, they live streamed the games. I forget his name there, but
Hunter Baker.
Yeah, they were live streaming, and I tuned in. It was 7-0 Pascagoula, 14-0 Pascagoula, 14-7 Pascagoula. And then, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. It wasn't 14-7 because the final score was 27-7. Pascagoula goes in and beats Biloxi, kind of surprising. So that was one of my 3 games. I got wrong. Silas quarter, 13-22, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he had a good game there.
Silas throwing them strikers.
And then I did look up, and I do stand corrected when I put Pascagoula 5-game road winning streak. The Iberville Warriors corrected me on that because they beat them last week in the Iberville. So that was my oversight on that. But the Indians' 4-game home winning streak comes to an end with the Pascagoula win in the 99th meeting of that game. And I did look up the stats. So we talked again pregame about every time Pascagoula beats Gaucher, they kind of falter. Well, in that streak from 2010 to 2019, Pascagoula, after beating Gaucher, at least for the first in 2010, 11, 12, they won. 2013, they lost. 14, 15, they won. But then in 2016, which I don't know exactly when you came back. I think you were gone, weren't you, Bingo? Like out of the state, you came back. So you probably came back at this time. 2016, they beat. This is again, they beat Gaucher. What they do the next week? 2016 they lost. 17 they lost. 18 they lost. 19 they lost.
I told you. Yeah, that when I came back from the Army, man. I came back from the military in 2017, and I started seeing the pattern, man.
Because I went back to 2010. It's like, wait a minute, they won, they lost, they won. So yes, they lose after they beat Gaucher. So
Every time, man.
They did win tonight, so a nice win for Pascagoula to come back. And again, Silas Quarter, if you ever can get him on there, he's a nice interview there. He's up and coming man in Pascagoula.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I'm going to hit Silas up and see if we can get him on here tonight.
We move on to fourth ranked Pascagoula 4-0. Of course, we question their who they played against, but again, they're beating the teams they played against in front. It was a 21-7 halftime lead at Van Cleve. The Hawks did. I listened again. I had 4 or 5 games up. I did listen in Hancock radio, and he was struggling. Moran, not one of his better games, but 21-7 at halftime. They went ahead and won 35-14. The first time they're 5-0 since 2000. And Underwood, who calls the games on the radio, that's when he played in 2000. So he remembers that. In fact, they started off, I want to say, like 7-0 or 8-0, but they're 5-0 now, and it's been 23 years since they started 5-0 with a 35-14 win at Van Cleve. So,
wow,
a good win.
Who they got next week?
Hancock has Florence. So I did.
Rod Davis.
Probably,
that's Rod Davis team.
I have to, and they're playing at home. In fact, I think I said it. I think they have 4 home games, I believe, and that's one of the home games Hancock will have next week. So we'll see if they can go to the 6-0. So again, if they, last time was 2000, because again they went like 8-0 in that year. So we move on to the final. They were 4th ranked, so we go to third ranked team, and that was Gulfport 2-2 at Brandon. Their first road game. They played their first 4 home games at home. I had Brandon winning 27-21. Gulfport, they trailed 21-13 at halftime. It was 28-20 at one point in the 4th quarter. And Brandon, I was watching their game. They live streamed their game. And Brandon scored to extend the lead and to win the game 35-20. So Brandon wins over Gulfport. Gulfport now goes to 2-3. And we'll see if they drop or not in the polls. Again, I'm just one of the voters. See how they're still a good team, Gulfport, but they're getting the experience, and now they were on the road, and next week they are off. So 35-20, Brandon defeats Gulfport. They're up at Brandon.
Yeah, they took a tough one tonight. I was watching it. Look, I was watching that game live stream as well when I was at Harrison Central, and Cam Joseph had made a big long play to cut it to 28-20, but it was just too big of a hole, man, to come out in Brandon. Brandon's a elite football team. You can't really, get in a hole with them. So, I mean, I think they had a great schedule, a great hard-nosed schedule. The last 3 games was tough for Gulfport. Brandon is an elite team. They're going to be deep in the playoffs in the South. So, you got Brandon, Oak Grove, and those Ocean Springs now. You got to mention Ocean Springs. Ocean Springs snapped the 29 game winning streak for Mississippi teams for Picayune, so you got to put some respect on Ocean Springs tonight, man. So, Owl Nation.
That's what we're getting to now. The number 1 team, and it so happens number 1 versus number 2, and that was Picayune. Ocean Springs at Picayune. It was first play of the game. They ran it 69 yards. Darrell Smith touchdown Picayune. I was trying to get settled in and click on it and look over, and they're kicking an extra point. It's like, what in the world happened? So but it was 7-0 Picayune, and then it was Ocean Springs from there. Ocean Springs come back to lead at halftime, 17-7, and then they ended up winning 31-21. Ocean Springs did, and Coach Bramlett, they did the interview there, and of course they're the announcers with Shep there with the Ocean Springs announcers, of course, all excited. And I mean, I had a couple people say, "Hey, that was a good pick and stuff." I mean, and Bingo did pick it too. You picked the Greyhounds, and it was just the I say timing of it, but I mean Picayune, came from behind all those games and they won. They got the injuries, as some teams have injuries. We all do know that, but it was just the Ocean Springs defense. It was just the timing of it that that's what I picked 23-19. It was 31-21. And yes, I wrote down the score from earlier today, and I'll give props to Bingo. He picked 35-21. He picked 35-21, and it ended up being 31-21. So, hey, you didn't get the score right, Bingo. As people would say to me, you didn't get it right, but you got it darn near close right there. So that was a good win for Ocean Springs. And again, both teams, 7A, we know that 7A, Ocean Springs, 6A, they'll both be a factor in the playoffs. If not, obviously for the state championship. Hopefully we can get them both there, to play on Friday night.
OS going back to state. They going back to state. Why? OS going to state.
Look here, Picayune, and they are both off next week. You have Biloxi playing next week and D'Iberville playing next week, the 7A schools. D'Iberville was off this week. So that's how it ended up here tonight. Again, I went 11-3. It was, I say some surprises. St. Martin still has not won a game, and also PRC still has not won a game. And then on the other side, Hancock is 5-0, and Harrison Central 4-0. The only two unbeaten teams on the coast. And another week is down. 5 weeks down, and so I set the table, and let you guys take it from here and bring in all the guests. And I'm gonna be watching on Twitter and tweeting out some stuff. So appreciate you having me on, and a great night. Again along the coast and coast football.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, Matt.
It's always, I swear, man, Matt, boy. Having Matt Stats on the show, man, boy. Hey, that love them, boy. That man gonna come through here with all the stats, everything
all the scores.
in order, boy.
The Hancock. Well, if you're gonna throw out a stat, I'm gonna stat check you just to make sure. And I check myself, but Hancock, I can say they went 8-0 that year in 2000, so they have to get all the way. And they went and lost second round of the playoffs to Biloxi. So Hancock, they're 5-0. We'll see what happens next week. They're a feel-good story, and you had the quarterback on there last week, Morian. So, the light shining bright on everybody here on the coast, especially you guys leading the way. So, all right, I'll wait and see who you guys bring on.
Appreciate you, Matt.
We got
man.
a question right there, Matt. Got a question right there from Donnie Moran, Dylan Moran's father, man. What's up, Donnie?
He said there's a lot of drops tonight.
Yes, it was a lot of drop. And then, of course, Jason Phillips from Van Cleve, he texted me and saying, hey, defense was real for Van Cleve. They were playing good, again, with that halftime. They were holding them, close game there for Hancock. It was 21-7 at halftime. So yeah, and I appreciate everybody sending me stats and sending you guys stats and game updates and everything, because it goes a long way. Fans, we're fans, and hey, we're here for all the fans. What did y'all say about Pascagoula? I have to rewatch it.
They some bombs.
Yeah,
they was talking about what Bingo said. Bingo said every time they lose beat Gaucher, they lose the next game. So they was checking Bingo on that.
Yeah, man. Good, no, it's that love-hate relationship we have with each other, man. If we don't talk with each other, ain't nobody else gonna talk about us, so we gonna talk about us.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that banter, and I like it on Facebook. Of course, as long as you keep it on Facebook. And
look at this man. He's delusional. He's delusional, man. Look at him.
Picayune.
Why is he stayed up there poking that sleeping bear? And when Coach Stockton will wake up and all his players back healthy, Then what you gonna do when the holster run wild on you, brother? What that man talking about?
Yeah, because they do play Picayune, correct? That's what I'm.
So do they district?
Yeah,
That's a
they play
district game.
When they come back, they play Picayune on the 6th. That is Pascagoula. So I was trying to get to what. So yes, they play him. Where they play him at? I don't know if it's.
I didn't see.
I don't know where they play him at.
I'm looking to see. Well, if everybody wants to get on the site to look and see, and I just had it.
District gonna be so good this year. I can just feel it how it's cooking up, man. We still ain't got Ocean Spring versus Gulfport yet. We still got that. We still got Picayune and Pascagoula, Picayune and George County, Picayune and Hancock and George County, Pascagoula. Like, man, we got some games, and we ain't even mentioned 5A. The game's gonna run away with that though.
It's at Pascagoula. It's at Pascagoula, and actually, Pascagoula leads the series, which started in 1927, but they lead the series 34-25. Pascagoula does, and the last time they played in 2020, and Pascagoula. I remember. I think it was it was a Saturday. October Halloween, 42-35. Pascagoula beat Picayune back in 2020. So, but since then, you could probably add, or you can add on one hand how many times Picayune has lost since, losing to Pascagoula in 2020. So they're calling out the Maroon Tide, Picayune. They're gonna. Panthers are good now. Don't get me wrong, but Picayune, I know they lost tonight, but what was that? What was 25? Oh, he's talking about you. Talking about your Rebels. As far as Michelle Ward was asking, what was the penalty that moved us back to the 25-yard line during the beginning of our final possession? I'm assuming she's talking about George County.
Yeah, I don't remember what that penalty was, but it was just crazy, man. Like, we started off, and overtime you start off on the 20, and George County got bagged all the way up, man, back to the damn near 50-yard line, man. Like, it just didn't make no sense at that time.
That is correct. And then for them to come back and to get the win, I mean, to get the score, and special teams gets the extra point. And I mean, that was a great win. I can't wait to see the videos there that you're going to be posting, probably tomorrow or over the next couple of days. And the interviews were great again at halftime. So, but I appreciate all the questions. I don't know if there's any other questions, because I know you're fixing to be bringing on some other guests. So, again, I just set the plate and let y'all feast off of these scores and get some more stats in here, because I don't have a lot of player stats.
Yeah, next week. See, Gaucher was on bye this week, but it said Gaucher and Columbia next week. That's gonna be a good one. Columbia is undefeated. That's gonna be a good game now.
Really
it ain't district. It's non-region, so I'm good with that. I just need my boys to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Harmless. But we got 5A to worry about after this game, man. Like, we finna go undefeated, and Gaucher finna go undefeated in 5A. Ain't a team in 5A seeing the Gators.
I'm looking at the Gaucher as far as the last time they played. It looks like the only time they played Columbia was in 2010. One of those that hasn't played in a while. But yes, they'll host Van Cleve, and then at Wayne County, host East Central, host Stone, and then at Laurel. That is Gaucher for their region. So, the 3 games at home and 2 on the road, and the first one will be hosting Van Cleve after Columbia. Oh, it'd be interested there. Yeah, I would think Gaucher will be in the playoffs, if not, try to win that region, because East Central.
We going to state.
They're going.
Lord.
Like that.
We state, man. We 5A state champions, man.
There you go.
That man said we going to state.
Yeah, man. That's why you can't take Gula fans serious.
What did he say?
That they are garbage.
You cannot take Gula fans serious. They play too much, man. Look. All he do is talk noise, man.
Pascagoula has been, at the only perfect season until Picayune tied them that last year, and then they went to the state championship in 2012. They lost. So, I know Gaucher started off red hot, because you were part of those teams, if not mistaken. Go back when they formed. So, in 1997. The Gators, they're the best team probably without a state title, I would think.
Yeah, we is.
So, what's y'all thoughts on why Gulfport can't finish and win big games?
Who that, man? Hey, oh man, why y'all want to talk about my Admirals, dog? Well,
I know you had Picayune on the ropes, then you had who was that, Madison on the road, and didn't. I mean, yeah, we don't want to bring referees in with late calls like that, but I don't know. You answer them there, Bazz. Why?
Man, I just think, man, I don't know, like we kind of shot ourselves in the foot, really. There's a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but I think I just can't. I see a lot of teams that are attacking us, but just playing zero coverage, like the no safety help, and just putting everybody in the box and stopping the run. And we just haven't been able to run the ball. I mean, that's what like, Coach Pennick like to do. He like to run the ball out of the spread formation, but we haven't been able to run the ball. I mean, when you can't run the ball, especially in high school, man, you're gonna have a long night. So, that's why we had to come out those holes. That's why we couldn't score against Picayune. Picayune played a lot of zero coverage. Brandon, Madison Central, those games. You got to be able to throw the ball down the field, and we just couldn't consistently do it.
I think it goes back to your quarterback experience. Because again, he didn't play last year quarterback, and even Coach Pennick said that he's on a learning curve. He's getting better there. So I think over the region, which I still right now, if I had to project, which I'm sure we'll have a region projection show when they start, I have Gulfport sliding in right behind Ocean Springs because I mean Harrison Central, true, they're undefeated, but I don't know. You got Biloxi. They got Biloxi at home, then at D'Iberville, at St. Martin, who hasn't won a game, and then host Ocean Springs, and then at Harrison Central to end out the region play. So I see them winning more than losing those games, and sliding in the second, maybe even take care of Ocean Springs, but still a lot of games to go to get there.
Yeah.
I think the quarterback inexperience is why Gulfport. One of the parts, not the whole factor.
Yeah,
is why.
I just think also, man, they gotta realize, man, Gulfport is like a new school. You gotta imagine, like everything came in, everything just changed overnight, real fast. We had to hurry up and implement a whole new offense, whole new admin, whole new man. Everything is new at Gulfport. They got the little catapult bra things on now. Checking folks' body temperature and all that, man. Everything is new. And what is it? Crescent City? Ain't y'all what? Emerald City? What y'all live, Bob?
I don't know. What we the port city? I guess they call it Port City.
Yeah, Port City. I knew y'all was a city, man.
That boy said Crescent City, man. Well, that's New Orleans, homie.
Y'all close, but you gotta think, that ain't finna just click overnight, man. Y'all ain't Colorado now. You know what I'm saying? Like Colorado storybook ending finna come to an end after these next few games,
Lord.
man. You finna see.
You went against,
bro.
Yeah.
I love Prime. Everybody know that's my daddy, man. I'm a Sanders. Everybody know that's my daddy, man. But the script has been written already, and Travis Hunter having to sit out for the next 3 crucial games, which is against Oregon and USC. Man, think about it. All right, look, we're going to leave Travis out so it can look like we lost because he wasn't there. But they were really going to lose anyway.
Yeah, they're 20. So, yeah, for tomorrow against Dante Dadal, which I don't know how much playing time he's been getting. I know that first game in blood, they were averaging a lot of points, Oregon. But so I understand what you're saying, being as far as, again, people take it for granted, new coach coming in, new system. They started off 2-0. Nothing against their opponents, but I mean, it was against the lesser, lower class grade of opponents there, and then they went up against, and they had Picayune again on the ropes there. And tonight they were just down by 8 points twice, 21-13 at halftime and 28-20. So, it was before they ended up losing 35-20. That is the Admiral. So, yes, it does take a little bit to go in there.
They should have beat them.
Yeah. But I appreciate the the questions. Gaucher is about to get whooped by Columbia. Oh, there you go.
James said
Yeah,
that.
I haven't looked at that game yet. You know, of course, making my prediction, but I probably would lean with Columbia. Columbia's 4-0, so I mean they played North Pike tonight. I don't know if they won or not, but they haven't allowed too many points. So
Yeah. What's up, Comar?
So Gaucher, oh yeah,
We got
Coach
Coach
Myers,
Myers on from
he
Houston
get
Central.
in.
Yeah, he's in. I think he is. I don't know if he know he in.
He trying to fix it. Look like he trying to fix it.
well I'll peel off of here and let y'all do y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
So, all right, I'll watch y'all offline and have a great rest of the show.
All
All
right,
right, man.
appreciate it, man.
Give me the salute there, Bingo. You ain't give me no
Oh
salute.
man, my
Oh,
bad. Yeah, my bad, brother. My bad.
Matt,
I'm pulling in my driveway.
I was going to say drive safe, and you're pulling in your driveway. All right, man. All right.
All right, buddy.
Coach Myers, you
Bye,
hear
take
us? Oh, let me text Coach Myers. It look like he on there though.
Yeah, he came in, popped in as a guest
No,
in
he
the
just
green
texted me
room.
said I'm talking, but
There it
y'all.
is,
There he
man.
is.
There you
There
go.
he,
There you
Man,
go,
what's
Coach.
going on, man?
What's going on, Coach?
I've been doing pretty good so far.
I bet
Absolutely,
you is,
man.
go.
Man, we've been doing
Yeah,
good, Coach. Man, look, man, you done got a great start, man. 4-0. Man, we really proud of you. We were happy for you, man. You know, you got a big game next week, man. I guess you can kind of just enjoy this little win right now and get
yeah,
ready for Meridian, man. So what's your game plan for? Well, I don't want you to tell us what you're gonna do. What's your plan for your team or get them prepared? That's what I should ask.
man. I'll tell you, it's gonna be a lot of just hitting that sled, man, with them big boys, man. We got to get them firing off the ball a little bit better, just to try to dominate that old line. Because if you give that big boy they got some room, man, he will destroy you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So, man,
indeed.
it's just gonna be all about stopping that run this week, man.
Absolutely, absolutely, coach.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Meridian, man. Their record don't indicate how good they really are, man. They
Right.
actually a pretty solid team, and we're still growing, man. We still young, It's even though we got a lot of experience, but we still young.
Man, coach, y'all look. I came to the game. I made sure I saw you tonight. Offensive line and defensive line is not the average for high school, man. Y'all look big
Big,
and on both sides of the ball, man. And look, y'all have more depth on the defensive line side as well. So I was really impressed with y'all front. Your front seven.
yeah,
Y'all got a lot of guys in that front seven, man. Nicholas Strickland, man, was one of them.
yes,
I like Boom, the linebacker you have. I mean,
yes.
y'all got a good front seven, man. And it makes your DBs have Kieran and Trevon. Y'all, they have an easier job because that line is, they putting that pressure on the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that's right, man. And the funny thing about it is we actually don't blitz a lot, man. We just, it just happens within our scheme, man, that we end up getting pressure on the quarterback, man.
Yeah,
Man, Nick Strickland, man, I'm telling you, man, just speaking on him just because he's a freshman, man.
yeah,
For him to come in and be a freshman and do what he's doing, man, it's impressive.
very impressive,
Yeah,
man. Very
yeah,
impressive.
it's
Very proud of
impressive.
him. Happy for him, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just glad he stuck with me, man. He got a good family, man, and I developed that relationship with him, man. And even though we had that bad season last year, man, they stuck with me. You
I
know,
coach. Coach, it's something I wanted. I saw tonight on a lot of your players. It had 3-7. Was that the last year's record?
that's last year record, man. That's
Okay,
right.
well, so
Not letting them take it off, man. Not until
oh
we
man,
make the playoffs, man. I told them we make the playoffs. I let them. I already got the shirts ordered, but I ain't giving it to them until we make the playoffs.
hey, that was a great idea. That make the kids, they make them want to work hard, get that 3-7.
That's
Get that
right.
off of their back, get that monkey
That's
off
right,
their
man.
back,
Get off
literally.
their back. Man, if you saw, man, I have the trainers, everybody wearing them, man. I mean, we
Oh
go,
man,
yeah, man. I just, man, they just got to remember where we were last year, man, because you can't get complacent and happy with where we are, man. I just,
right.
the schedule that we have, man. I wanted to play a lot of, kind of smaller schools, but I wanted those real athletic schools that was gonna
Hmm.
push and that could beat you, And
Absolutely.
so we've done our job, man. We've gotten past those guys, undefeated, but I
Hmm.
wanted that one true test going into district, man, and that's what Meridian is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Y'all gonna have y'all work cut out for you, coach.
yeah.
I definitely
Oh,
gonna have
we
your
are.
work cut out for you.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am looking forward to that challenge. Man. We're gonna see how locked in they are in practice this week, man. So it's gonna be a game changer one way or another.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Bingo, you had any questions for Coach Miles before we let him go, man?
No, man. I just want to tell Coach, man. Hey, I see you getting your program where you trying to see it. It took you, like you said, it took you a year,
yeah,
but now y'all hitting all strides right now, and we hope that carries on over into district play,
yes,
and y'all
sir.
get rid of that 3-7 shirt,
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Well, man, look, I sure appreciate y'all, man. That's why I hate I didn't get a chance to do that interview with y'all early this year, man. But I wanted to just kind of shut my mouth for a little while and get on this grind, man. And
Hey, we respect it. We
yeah.
yeah,
respect it. I already knew what your mindset was.
yes, sir.
I already knew
Yeah,
where it was, man. It wouldn't. We didn't take no slack from it or nothing. We didn't take no disrespect from it, man. I knew I knew you was on the grind mode. Got to get ready for
yes,
the season,
yes,
and
sir.
and the work you put in with your coaching staff and your players is showing 4-0, man. It's only
Yes,
250 teams down here on the coast, so we see the work, coach. We see you putting in that work.
man. I appreciate you. Fella. I appreciate you, man. Open door for y'all, man. Y'all come anytime you want, man. Hang out, do what you need, man.
Appreciate it, coach.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it, man. Have a good night,
Appreciate
coach.
you, Coach,
Hey,
man.
y'all
Good
have a
night.
good one, man. Y'all be
All
easy.
right,
You too.
all right.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Uh,
Coach Miles had that 3-7. He make me with a 3-7 on the back. I
what?
said, man, Coach ain't play. He
What
said
that?
we ain't have no losing mentality. Who that is? You get somebody in the
Yeah, Coach Pat.
there you go.
What's up, Coach?
What's going on,
Coach,
fellas?
what's going on? Man, you got another big win
Man,
tonight, Coach, man, against Moss Point. Man, congratulations
we
on your
did,
win
man.
tonight.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I
Coach,
know you
man.
on I know you on the road, man. I know you
Can you hear me?
headed home, but yeah, we hear you. We hear you. I know you headed home, Coach, man. So what was your message to your team tonight before the game started? Could you hear me,
Just
Coach?
go out there and let everybody
Okay.
know. I can,
Okay.
man. It was just really just go out there and let everybody know. Uh, that we belong. We got a long ways to go, but we belong where we are right now. Just keep working. Trust the process.
We had lost you for a quick second, Coach. It's all good though.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, okay, okay.
So who y'all got next week, Coach?
We actually got a much needed buy. So no, man, this new 7A classification, man. These extra games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got
Yeah,
a
hey
we
man,
got a
yeah,
much needed buy. Then open district over Hancock.
ooh,
Ooh,
yeah,
my
get back
gosh.
buzz.
Man, y'all going right into it.
Coach,
Hancock off the rip.
what stood out about your team tonight, man, that just made you just show you how resilient they are?
Really, just how locked they was in all day. We had homecoming. And I think every coach in America hates homecoming. But our guys were locked in all day. They didn't even phase it. They had homecoming.
Oh, that's good. They got to dance tomorrow, so yeah, definitely didn't have to worry about going to the dance tonight. Just focus on the game and go to the dance tomorrow. So that's a good thing right there, Coach. That's real good.
That's a great thing. Great thing, guys. And we have a great school set up, man. They try their best to support all the sports and keep everything in mind and make everything really good for all coaches and players.
For sure, coach, for sure. Well, coach, man, we know you. Bingo, you had anything else, and we know he on the road, man. I don't want to hold him too long.
Oh nah, man. Coach need to go get home, man. Coach need to go get in that Epsom salt, man. Get him one of them ice baths.
Hey man, let me say this before I get off this. I'm gonna say it every time I call in.
Yeah.
Coach
Go ahead.
Feaster, Coach Feaster, be that coach of the coast. And it ain't gonna be long. Ball point gonna be
Oh
Moss
yeah,
Point again.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah,
was thinking about y'all today when I was making the drive, and I was just thinking like each year y'all been making leaps and strides and bounds, and now look where your program is. You're showing your hard work now for all them years where it took y'all that was this close. Like last year, I know last year hurt, man. Y'all started out so hot just to only not make the playoffs by one game, So
yeah.
this year the year, I feel it. This year the year.
I hope so.
Absolutely,
We got work to do, but I hope so, man. We're gonna keep working and giving God the glory.
Oh yeah, most definitely,
absolutely,
coach. I always got to get him it.
absolutely, coach. Well, coach, man, we ain't gonna hold you no much longer, man. Appreciate you coming on the show again, man. Be safe, man.
Man, appreciate that, man. Thank y'all for everything y'all do.
Always, coach. Keep them dubs coming. We're gonna keep on calling you every week.
All right, bet.
All right, coach. Bet.
Man, we gotta reach out to Strib now.
Oh yeah.
See if Strib can come on.
Oh, we still got
She
my
got
boy.
somebody in the waiting room.
Yeah. I tried to hit up to bring Silas Court on,
Silas
but
gotta get stitches on his ears. He
yeah,
said,
man, Silas got a
hmm
darn ear ripped off, man.
"Man, that's crazy. That boy wrestling over
I swear,
there."
he's Silas out there going ham, man. Let's see.
Who you texting now? So I don't be texting
Uh,
the same person.
I just sent it to Shred.
Okay.
What about Ben Taylor?
Yeah, see, reach out to Ben. He can tell us what happened at the Hancock game. Go more in depth with that.
Let's
I
see.
got Tyler Wilson, the safety for Gula. He can get on. And they got a couple kids from Harrison Central that can get on too. Javon and Kirion. They want to get on. Let me see what they doing too. But man, Harrison Central, man, they line so big, man. The linemen look so big, bro. Golly. They got that depth, man. Coach Myers been hiding, man.
Yeah, he said
Coach
he wanted
Myers,
to be quiet.
he said, I just need to be quiet and go to work, man. All I can do is respect it, what you said, Coach
Yeah,
Myers. That's
man,
all I can do.
that's real there. Oh yeah,
Coach
what about
Myers said,
Dave?
who?
Dave.
Yeah, see if Dave been on here. I don't know if he feel like talking after the loss.
Man, he's better. He's a media pundit. He,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just sent it to him. I just sent.
Let's talk about this before we get them on. Before somebody come on, I want to see your real thoughts on. You think Colorado won't win? I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to get in the mind of Bingo, man. Bingo say, man, they gonna take a L tomorrow, basically.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna get into your conspiracy theory. Well, told, you said Buddy gonna get hurt on purpose.
Yeah, man, that Travis Hunter injury ain't really that serious, man. Like, come on, man. Like, this stuff scripted, bro. Think about it, man. Like, I don't mind it because it's my
Yeah.
daddy getting all this, Daddy Prime
Oh
getting
man.
all this, recognition, man, and everything. They telling all these stories that I already knew because I've been there. I'm a Sanders, and
Yeah.
it's just people that just now want to jump on the bandwagon. They finding out about all this, but man, look. It's the truth, bro. Like it's stripped. All right, we knew that. You know. Hold on, you mind if your Travis Hunter coming like him not being there is gonna be the reason why they say Colorado wasn't that why they lost. It's the truth. That's their alibi. That's the excuse they're gonna keep and use. Oh well, if we had Travis, it would have been a different outcome. For the next two games. Now, why Travis get a lacerated liver? But he came back in the game though. Remember that now. They just show you how scripted things are.
That boy said it's scripted. That man crazy, man.
Let's go. And then once them 2 games over with, that third game, before Travis come back, Shador get us back on track. And then once Shador get us back on track, then we lit again. The coach, there go my boy. Man, Coach Ben.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
What's up, brother?
Oh, man, I got a bad connection. I don't know. I may have to hang up and try again. What about now?
Oh, you good. You
Yeah, we can
good.
hear you good.
Yeah, I'm a little digital, man. Let me hang up and come back on.
All right.
It'd be funny how people be looking at their phone. It's funny how they be looking at their phone, man.
I'm trying to figure out how in the heck the Silas get his ear ripped off, man.
Man, I don't know. He texted me that too. I said, my God, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Frank when I get out this phone, man. I'm trying to figure out how this man got his ear ripped off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So y'all taking Colorado in them 25 points, man. I mean, man.
21 points, I believe.
Yeah, 21.
Man, think about it. Like, I just can't go. Look, so man, we all been witnessing what Prime has done from the HBCU level. No, I can go all the way back to high school. Like he's doing the same thing since he was in high school coaching. Like he has a formula. He doesn't lose very much.
It's my
He
dad.
just don't. He don't lose very much, man. Like, I just got to. I can't go against it. All right, there we go, Coach. Let's try again, Coach Ben.
Yeah, I hear y'all better. Y'all hear me okay?
Yep. We hear you.
All right, cool. What y'all talked about so far, man? I'm just hopping on. What y'all cover?
Man, we done touched on everything. We just want to know what from your experience, what the Hancock game was like. Y'all the hottest team on the coast right now, sitting at 5-0.
Man, I'm gonna say this: like Van Cleve did not play like the record that they have. I mean, Van Cleve's they've always had a good program, man. They played very well tonight. They've had some tough opponents, man, and they were ready for Hancock. As far as us, we got the win, but offensively, I mean, we really struggled tonight to make some plays, and our first touchdown was a pick six from defense, and kind of from there, I mean, Long was stopped. They stopped they were in some trap coverage. I mean, they stopped a lot of our quick passes and things like that. I mean, so I think they were ready for what Hancock had to bring to the table. So I mean, like I said, we got the win, but it was like flying JetBlue, not JetBlue, but Spirit, like flying Spirit Air. I don't know if you ever flew Spirit.
I flew it before.
Like you got there, but you really don't want to have to go that way again. So
best way to explain it. I hear you. I hear you, man.
I mean, but we 5-0, man. I mean, a win's a win, but the performance that we had tonight against a good program, man, would not have. I don't think we would have pulled that off. Against a better program, rather. So, but in any event, we 5-0, and it is what it is.
That's crazy, man.
I'll take 5-0 any day right now.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Bayhall went up to PRC tonight. He pulled that win off there. I mean, I think they had defensively, I think they had a good game. From what I can tell, the ball was spread around pretty good to, a few different backs. And, they pulled that win out. They needed that win. They needed a confidence win, but, I mean, it was against a winless team. So, I don't know. I'm almost too hurt to really talk about the Picayune game, man. Hey, has Matt Stats been on yet?
Yeah.
Yep, he came on.
He's already been on?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm not one to start nothing, man, but the word on the street is he can't come through Hancock or Pearl River County. So I don't know. I don't know if he's got family in New Orleans or anything, and he want to go to New Orleans for the weekend, but he's gonna have to find a different way to get there. He might have to go up to Hattiesburg and then shoot over like Adams County, hit 55 and go south. I don't know. I like him. I ain't got a problem with you, Matt Stats. I'm just saying what I heard. Like, you might want to lay low for a couple of weeks. So
He went against Hog Nation.
he
He
went
went
against
against
Hawk
Hog
Nation,
Nation.
man. He went against Hawk Nation. He went against Pick Dog.
Oh
So I mean,
man.
I feel for him. Call me if you come over
Oh.
this way, man. I'll help you out. But like, I would just lay low for a couple of weeks. So the man picking, Davis is out for how long. I don't know whether or not he's gonna have the surgery or let that thing heal naturally, but I'm sure his presence was missed tonight, over there. So that's what it is. So,
Yeah, we pray for that speedy recovery, man, for sure.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. My son had the same injury last year, man. He had the surgery and he was able to come back about 3 games early, but um, man, that's just a hard injury. So,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Pass Christian pulled the win out tonight. So what are they? 4-1 now, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean,
Hmm.
that's another good outcome for them. So homecoming win and everything else. So that I think that covers us over here on the West Coast. Stanislaus was off this week.
Yeah.
I think they weren't playing in Escambia County, Alabama, something like that. So that may actually give some people a chance to catch up to that quarterback stats over there. So taking the week
Ooh,
off.
he
So
balling.
he
Oh yeah.
balling, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he playing with a purpose. So,
Somebody said Miss Erin Underwood said Moran's stats were due to plenty of drop passes by the receivers. So there's a lot. I'm hearing there's a lot of drops tonight.
there was a lot of drops tonight, but I mean, it was. I know there was one particular drive, man. I think Moran tried to hit Kayla Schaefer 3 times, and each one of the passes was either dropped or caught out of bounds. But hey, man, you lead of the team, man. Like you spread that fault around, and it is what it is. But we got the W. So
Gotta take it.
Galone, man, Galone has typically, the kid has a few runs, at least a couple runs a game now to 50 yards plus, and I'll be interested to see what his stats were this week. I mean, they pretty much shut him down most of the game. I think there was maybe one or two drives where he was able to get some positive yardage, like we're used to seeing out of him. But man, Van Cleve obviously studied their film. They came prepared. It was a win, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the. I don't think the scoreboard really reflected the game that was played that night. Honestly, I mean, we got some lucky breaks, but Van Cleve was not a pushover team at all.
Kevin Fant, Coach Fant gonna keep that team tough and ready.
He is,
Absolutely.
man. Typically when I'm officiating, I'm a field judge, and a lot of times I've been on his sideline, and I've got to see the way he coaches. Man, he coaches a disciplined football team. He's a passionate coach, man. I think he's a good coach, and
Me too.
they're gonna
Real
pull it
good
together.
coach.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
but yeah, man, that's what I got for y'all this week. So,
Always, man. Appreciate it, man. Keep clocking in with us on Friday nights.
all right, man. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see this shirt, man. I got my seatbelt on, trying to be legal, but shirts we
I
came out with
see it.
over at Hancock, man. Unfinished business in Kill, Mississippi. That's the theme this year.
I like it.
So,
I
That's
like it.
nice.
I like it. XL. I wear XL. Send it my way.
all right, all right, man. We'll get you one. We'll get you one.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
All
Appreciate you.
right,
All
Coach.
right.
Be easy,
Yeah.
man. Yep.
All right.
We got
Trevon.
Trayvon. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. My boy,
What's
my
up,
boy,
dude?
my boy was balling tonight, man. He was balling like let me read. Let me tell you his stats tonight. So, he one of my babies, man. He came out there, he worked out with us, went over there when we was doing the 7-on-7. He came out there. So man, he had a tackle and he forced a fumble. He had about I counted like four to five tackles and he got an interception tonight. So he was all over the field, man. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing around, man. He look at him, he laughing. He was balling. He was balling tonight, man. I just love to see him play, man. Y'all look good tonight, man. So we want to see
Yeah.
what y'all do next weekend. Man, we had Coach Myers. Coach Myers came on. He proud of y'all right now. So we want to see what y'all
Yes.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's it's a lot of buzz right now though. We really trying to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like look
Yeah.
through all the hype and look through all the attention and stuff like that because we try to keep in mind like last year when we 3-7, no one wanted to talk about no one stunting us. So, like we know what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy it, but we try to keep the main thing the main thing.
Man, I like that. I like, man. So, how you feel about when Coach Myers had y'all make y'all wear that 3-7 on that back? Like, how
Uh,
that make you feel?
we can't stand it. We can't. I mean, we get the purpose and the message behind it, though. You know what I'm saying? Just remind us where we don't want to be anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because that 3-7 was a terrible feeling. You know what I'm saying? So we just trying to each week just go 1-0 and build off the last week.
For sure, man. For sure. Well, man, you've been playing since your freshman year, man. Like, what have you learned from the past 2 seasons that made you better? Did we lose them?
I think we did.
Man, Trevon, man, he was balling though. I think he's trying to come back. We lost him. It's all good.
We got old Master Strip sitting over
Come
here.
on, to the strip in there.
Yeah, the pride and joy of the pine of North. What's up, Mayor?
What's up with it, bro? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
We
hear
hear
you.
you,
Hold on,
man.
we're gonna bring Trayvon back in. We can finish. We're gonna wrap his interview. You can stay on
Yeah,
there with the trip.
my bad, dog. Somebody called my phone.
You good? You
Killing my
good?
phone.
You good?
You just in time. You got the president and CEO of Magnolia Sports Association on here, man. You know he finna have that senior watch list coming out soon. When that watch list dropping?
Next week. We're gonna talk a little bit about it tonight.
Okay. But yeah, Trayvon, man, finish telling us what you were saying before you went out.
He paused. I don't know if he hears.
I don't think he can hear us, man.
Somebody keep calling his phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put mine on Do Not Disturb now.
He texting me now. I told him we're gonna bring him back on.
All right.
Talk to us, Strid. What you got for us, man?
And what's up with it, my brothers? I told Bingo tonight was daddy's stream, so shoot, I couldn't lock into all the football games like I normally do. I had to go to Noxapater and watch them. They were getting punished tonight. I don't know what's going on. They were getting punished by Eupora. Did see some gems with Eupora though, but like I said, I had to go watch my daughter. She was a junior cheerleader tonight. So I've been on the road going there back and forth, so I ain't really watched no games. But as I'm watching the internet, I wanted to come on here and clarify the status that I just made, because I feel like everybody needs to hear this, bro. Every week we get on these social media. Ever since they don't started, you know, they got the Mississippi High School sports page. They are now, when people having rivalry games, they got their own pages now. So you know, everybody talking major stuff on social media. There's no way to get past people talking stuff about your team on social media if you win or lose. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing that I'm trying to make sure that people understand is, if you playing anything that's competitive and people are paying their money to come see, and people can live stream and watch it and get streams and get money off of it, you're gonna get critiqued because somebody gotta win and somebody gotta lose.
Yep.
As the youth right now, bro, my first thing, if I lose, I'm not running to the internet first to go talk about people that talking about me because I lost. Like, I'm gonna go be running to the internet to be going to say, Coach, when you dropping the film, so I can be looking at why we lost. Like, that's y'all problem. I think that's the major problem right now, that it's so accessible to be able to get on anything to say what you want to say right then when you in all your emotions right now. Bro, take you a break off of social media after your game, win or loss, bro. Like, real talk, reflect on your own stuff. Though, when you in your emotions, bro, you're gonna get on there and you're gonna ruin something for yourself. Like, real talk.
Right.
If you got every week you gotta get on the internet and say something about a grown person saying something about y'all losing, a team losing, you're gonna be miserable as I don't know what the rest of your life. Because if you didn't notice, the rest of your life, when you're down, that's when everybody always kicking you. That's in anything. So you better start getting used to it. If you can't take the criticism about a football game every Friday, bro, you finna have a rough life, bro. Especially if you're trying to go to the next level with, because they can start saying your name and stuff when you go to the next level and start saying you suck. Y'all don't watch Skip Bayless and all this stuff, bro. They saying people names and stuff on there when you become that guy. So
It's
when you
media.
feel like you're gonna go to an upper level, when you put yourself, even us putting ourselves out like this, we open it up for people to say that this sucks. You know what I'm saying? If I wake up and
Mm-hmm.
say just because somebody said this sucks, and we say, man, look, don't do this no more, bro. You saw that man say they suck. Like we
Mm-hmm.
gonna always not complete something. Man, y'all need to focus on the goal, bro. Get off the social media every week because I'm not losing. And the first thing I think about is going to social media. I'm sorry, I just can't. That let me know you ain't got nothing about winning in you. Like you need to become winner inside of yourself first before you try to come criticize the world that they criticizing you. Like literally though, bro. Like stop doing it, bro. People ain't against y'all. The world is not against y'all. It just seems like that because when you lose, that's how it's gonna always seem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wake up, go back to the lab, get stuff to the chin, and go back to the lab, bro. That's what people need to do. I wanted to tell Bingo, I wanted to get on here and say that on a public platform so people can understand that, bro. People are gonna talk about you every Friday, whether you win or lose. Long as
Good or
they ain't
bad,
saying, I
man.
wish they'd have broke number 9 leg or slit Rick leg or whatever your name is. As long as they ain't saying nothing like that about a kid or something, bro. Nobody's talking about you directly. They're talking about your team. Get that shit together. Oh, I can cuss on here like they had Shannon Sharp. Can I cuss on here? My bad. I didn't know that. But I'm just saying though, get that go back to the lab and definitely get it together because you ain't got no reason to be on social media talking about nothing when you're losing. I'm sorry, like go back to the lab. Like you
Please
wasting
go
your
back to the
breath,
lab.
you wasting your anytime minutes, you wasting all that on
And they
social
say
media.
anytime,
We
man.
need to be focusing on the goal.
Oh man, that man said anytime, minute, man. That man crazy.
Yeah. Hey, so man, what was said? I missed it. You know.
No, you see, usually people think when like every week, usually people think that we talking about if we be talking about Philadelphia or somebody or people talking about Philadelphia every week that do that. But I ain't even talking about Philadelphia this week. I saw this from somebody from like League Central or something. Made a whole
Yeah.
status about some fans. I'm like, bro, you just lost a lot to a
Why is
little
you
bit.
talking? Yeah. Why are you
What
doing
did you
all
on
that?
Facebook going to rant about a fan about, bro? And I wouldn't tell you that if I ain't love you and I ain't think you had something in you, fam, to even speak on it. You know what I'm saying? If you were just some
Right.
scrub or something, I wouldn't. But if you somebody that you would people were just sharing you, and like I said, I ain't gonna say his name, but people were just sharing you a couple of months ago in the off season because somebody took a picture of you in your front yard doing drills on your own time. But you want to go back and get back on that same social media. You need to put your head back down and get back to working. That ain't gonna win you no
Right.
game talking to somebody that probably can't even go out there and can't even give you can't even give them 15 yards and they gonna beat you in a race. And you arguing with this person, man, can't even fix a bowl of cereal without having to stretch. And we arguing with these people. I ain't never seen
That
LeBron get on
man
social media
crazy,
and
man.
say nothing to nobody. When it comes to somebody saying he sucks, I ain't never seen him, Jordan, none of them get on social media and
Ain't
try
got
to
time
address
to.
somebody saying they suck.
Ain't
Yeah.
got time to.
Who got time for
Too
that?
much. Right. Got too much
I
time
had to
for
make some
to
time.
do
Stop
that.
and stand, let this go by every week. Cause I'm one of them people that I'm one of them people that write something that you know they're gonna stir the pot and then you be like, man, no, don't post that, bro. You write MSA. Don't do that, bro. But some people need to hear that real sometimes, bro. Yeah, like take the MSA off me right now. Take the Mississippi Dogs off me. Make the drip, all that off me. And let's just talk from Kier. Look, Kier from Philadelphia right now is telling you this. Damn. You need to realize that greatness don't speak to people that ain't great.
Yeah.
They sign some autograph for them, but they don't speak to them directly on no sign up to make a whole status about it. I don't pay my phone bill to make a status about somebody I don't care nothing about. I promise you I don't.
Well, facts.
Do you? Do you?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I never
Do you
will.
wake up and go to work or do whatever you do to work to go address somebody that ain't got nothing to do with not a dollar you just got from work? Ain't
Never
nobody
will.
going to go prepare for game 3 to 4 days a week. Ain't nobody going through the stress as a coach as a player and as a parent, when you allow your kids to play any type of sports, you just open your whole world up to the world to judge you on a whole different level. Especially being a
That's
coach.
real.
Like real coaches know that. That's why you don't see real coaches going back and forth or saying nothing on social media about no games or nothing like that. They're not studying
Mm-mm.
that. They in the playbook already for the next team right now. They ain't even studying it right now. You know what I'm saying? Same way with the players that got that mindset. They so hurt right now. They don't even want to talk to their girlfriend right now. They want to go. They want to go home and lay down. And bro, I ain't trying to go to Waffle House tonight, bro. I ain't hungry tonight.
But that's their
We
spot
got
too. But they love Waffle House.
like that's the type of stuff that real greatness on. Like real greatness right now, probably out there watching film right now. Don't beg the coach when you loading the film up. And you got the film loaded yet. Blowing the coach up on some stuff like that. Not blowing the internet up on trying to defend why you just lost something that you can't even get back. Somebody was gonna lose coming in there anyway. If you just the person on
Right.
the opposite end, go to the next week and get ready to not be the person on the opposite end next week. Because every week is two options. You win or lose.
Mm.
You
You get
can't
like
never go
prime
get the
thing.
one you lost back, though. You
Yeah.
can't get the
Never.
one you just lost back. That's over with.
Move on.
That's over with.
Trying to move on.
And that's in life, though, bro. Like if we dwell on everything that we feel like we failed at, bro, we would never succeed. Never
Hey,
succeed.
for you to take this time out to put this gym out there, it really had your blood boiling, huh?
Yeah,
Man,
it did.
it had my blood boiling because you know how you be like, you see when your city be doing it and you be like, bro,
Chill
why
out.
they baking kids like this? Like, bro, these are 17, 18-year-old kids, bro. Like, these folks gonna be in college, bro. Like, do you think that if Tulu go out there and have the worst game of his life, the whole world gonna talk about Tulu, bro, in a negative way, bro? They're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
And he
You
played
you
D1
think he
ball
don't
on
make that
Saturdays.
part that he don't make it right now, coming out my city? If he'd worried about what somebody was saying about him in high school, what they were
Yeah.
trying to label him in high school,
And for
he wouldn't
those
even
that
be
don't
what he
know,
is right now
Tulu,
and where he going to be. And that's
and for
just
those
using
that
it
don't know,
because I'm talking about my city. But when I seen it from another city that just beat a team, you just beat the returning state champions of a group last week. And you get blew out this week, and the first thing you get on here to do is go talk about what some fans flipping on you. That's what fans do.
They don't
Cowboys fans
understand
be
it,
ready to
man.
off themselves every year. Cowboys fans ready to off themselves. I'm talking about off themselves every year. Saw Trayvon did get hurt, man. Hope he get better soon. But was ready to off this. I don't even a Cowboy fan. I was ready to off myself. I'm like, what is going on? You feel? So that's gonna go back and forth like that all the time, bro. But that ain't got nothing to do with you as a person. That ain't got nothing to do with you as an athlete, as a coach. It's nothing. People take too much time trying to let other people define them. I promise you, whenever you go look up Kieran Stribling, when they make a new age dictionary, whenever it's all said and done, and the definition for Kieran Stribling would be everything that I wrote, and they had to put in there. It ain't gonna be nothing nobody else wrote about me, man.
yeah, I did.
Because
I just know,
I'm
man.
gonna write my own story. No,
Right.
people be letting other people define them and be letting other situations define them. When they ain't out there in the front yard in front of the trailer with the cone set up doing extra drills, and you think I'm gonna waste my breath talking to you, you ain't doing that when nobody else wasn't looking at me. Man, lock in, bro. Like Suta be saying, man, lock in before I tweak out. Like real talk, y'all tripping. I hate that shit, but I don't play about the youth. I don't care about no grown people because I can't change no freaking grown person mind about nothing. I don't never try to talk to grown people. Y'all don't never see me talking to grown people like that. I don't never make statuses directed to grown people. None of why would I? You can't tell a grown person what to do. They go make their own money and make their own decisions and got 4-5 kids their own self. But you can go mold a kid that's sitting there looking to trying to find a direction to go to.
Right.
It need to be more people speaking on that type of stuff. Like I was telling them about that. How do these parents come on here doing the same thing that the kids doing? That's why I don't talk to them. Because they don't even correct them same kids if you see them, if you see everybody talking about them on the same Facebook that you on, that the kids be doing all the stuff that they be doing the other stuff on, and I ain't never saw you come in up under their status and write a paragraph to them about nothing. But you will come write a paragraph to my grown tail because I said the game could have been better. So I pay my bill. You pay their bill. You need to be telling them what to do and what they can't do. Now, getting back to football, like I said, and man, it is definitely directed toward football. I promise you it is. You got to catch the first beginning of it. But like I said, Big, I want to get on here and just shed light on that, bro, because people need to hear that. Because like I said, man, we got too many great athletes that we are here trying to create avenues to showcase on all type of levels, bro. And y'all making it hard to showcase some of y'all when y'all be doing that type of stuff. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
Respect it. We respect it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you just giving game out, man. Just had to, like you said, you had to take off the corporate crib and come back and be, neighborhood strip.
But yeah, man, like I said, I ain't trying to hold y'all show up, bro. Big time scores tonight, though. Like I said, I did see a couple of scores. The main one I saw was the Louisville and Knoxville game. It went down 7-6. Louisville.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's tough. You never know. You just beat the 7-8, scoring all type of points. You never know.
Yeah.
Then you got a 3-8. You never know. You just never know, man. So like I said, man, keep it rolling, bro. I see Dylan Moran once again. What Booker T used to say? 5 times. 5 times. Y'all better get on that Dylan Moran train. And I saw Picayune. Okay.
I can't hear you. Went out.
They can't be beat. Now, okay. Now let's realign ourselves and get ready for the Moran show because that train is on the way. That's all I'm gonna tell you now. That train is.
He that guy now. He that guy.
He come to coach.
Yeah.
But go ahead, my guys, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with you. Like next week, we'll be back to our scheduled programming with the scores from the South. Because I'll be more locked in.
Man.
Like I said, I have my own to go to tonight. But like I said, I want to come shed that light and make sure people tune in and get a perspective of what I was actually saying. Because like you already know how people can paint their own picture of anything, especially if it's a status. So y'all
right.
Have a blessed night, bro. And y'all keep y'all doing, bro.
Always,
appreciate it, man.
Be easy, bro. Bet.
Oh, man.
Jason Phillips. The notorious Jason Phillips, man.
What's going on, Jason?
Man, watching some tough football tonight.
Yeah. What them Bulldogs look like tonight, man? I heard Hancock gave y'all respect. They say y'all the toughest defense they seen.
The defense is there. The defense is there this year. Those boys are flying all over the ball. The linebackers, them dudes are hitting. That line's holding up. Cam Sherrod, big shout out to him. He started 3 games in a row at D tackle. I mean, dog motor just. And then they've been putting him into the wing T a little bit at fullback, and I mean, blocking out of the backfield with Hunter Harper. I mean, that's going to be a deadly duo. You put Derek in there behind them, you get the line's going to be healthy coming into district. So we haven't had a healthy line since Gulfport. You'll have you'll have a tight end back. You'll have both your tackles will be back. So we'll see. Day got the ball. That man, they threw that ball to Day a lot tonight.
What my cousin do, man? What kind of game?
He did good. His hooks were really good. The deep ball wasn't really there tonight. There was definitely some action all over the field. The ball was thrown around a lot. Yeah. The spread was out there, so hopefully there's going to be some traction with that. It's got to develop.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all got y'all team a lot of y'all team late in the summer because of baseball, and it's kind of showing.
Well, we've got a small. We have a very small upperclassman as far as your 11th and 12th graders. It's probably a smaller class than you've seen. There's just the depth. So this was a really good game for some of the sophomores to really start stepping up. Y'all need this kid named Aiden Hall. He's a linebacker. Dog. They said he's been tearing up JV, and I watched the game, the other part of the game at home, and kept hearing his name a couple times being called. So there were some kids, there were some sophomores and stuff. There were some other kids that needed to get some playing time to see where they stood at. And there were some kids that were playing up on offensive line. It looked like the pass block was pretty good tonight. So it's motion. It's just they got to step up. Everything's just got to come together. The defense is keeping them in the game. I think they're getting like 2 to 3 turnovers a game. I mean, they're just really on top of it, and they're flying on the ball.
Yeah. Now, so y'all got a bye next week, if I'm correct.
We do. A lot of kids are getting healthy, getting ready for district. Gaucher. I'm really excited for that. Gaucher's playing good. They got their quarterback back. Got to see my boy Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon playing some ball this year.
Yeah,
he is.
Solomon back at number 13 for Gaucher. Slide back.
You should get. He needs to get a shirt that says, "Coach, give me the ball." I think that's the favorite thing. Just give me the ball, Coach. I got you.
He don't even gotta have no shirt. He's man, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
He gonna talk. He gonna say it.
Ball. It's just, Gaucher got a lot of moving pieces in that offense, so they like to spread the ball around.
I think we're gonna be okay. I think once we get healthy, and we've missed a lot of good open things, just things that were there that progress. And so I think if they can get if they can get their feet underneath them and go into this bye week and really, I mean, they got to go into practice being like, we know we're better than this. I mean, our defense is keeping us in the game. What do we got to do? So it's going to happen in practice. It's up to them. These upperclassmen need to step up. Really, somebody needs to be a leader going into district. The John Petersons and the Ethan Davises and Hunter Waltmans and the Hayden Savage. I mean, you could just name captain after captain after captain on that team last year. And I mean, just guys that just stepped up and was like, we're gonna rock this.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. I was lucky I got to see them play last week. It's gonna be hard for me to see another game of them this year. But hopefully, playoffs says otherwise.
Hey, I think it's going to be pretty good. I was kind of following Laurel and Stone County and all them that the new 5A division that they have, and it's kind of seemed like it's been 50-50 ball for everybody. So I think everybody's just kind of new coaches, new identities. Who we're going to play. We're going to a different place. Everybody said the Laurel game is going to be really good. I've never been to that stadium, but they said you sit on concrete. So
yeah, Laurel Stadium. Yeah, they got the concrete for the stands.
Yeah,
you gotta bring one of them. Bring a mat. You gotta bring one of the little folding chairs.
So my hemorrhoids be hurting after the game.
Man, you gonna be hurting.
Well, who was? I didn't get to see. I haven't heard anything on the stat line on the Ocean Springs game. What was that like? Were they running?
I didn't get to see it yet.
Yeah, we ain't see it. I just know it was 31-21. I think that's what the score was. Yeah, they kind of slowed down picking run game. But yeah, that was a shocker. That was a shocker, man. That was a shocker.
That defense is good. Ocean Springs defense is flying. You got a lot of kids. BJ Osmer. I don't know what you guys have been. Y'all need to be talking. That dude right there. He's for real.
Him and Eric Moore and Christian Dillard.
Oh, I love Eric Moore. Trace Carter.
Yeah. Yeah, that team came back. They hungry, They got
somebody else. I was telling Christian. He's a D tackle. Oh God, I can't remember his name. He was a player of the week. He was on like the Mississippi does the like stats for the whole year, the whole week for the whole state. He was on there as a D tackle. Dude, he's a beast.
His last name Carter too. Talon Carter.
Not Talon Carter. He's Ricky. What's his last name? Bingo.
I don't know shit.
It's Ricky. Just look him up. You find him. But he's their. I think he's their nose tackle. And let me tell you something. He is the truth. He is a big, strong man. So Ocean Springs looking okay. And when Sherrod coming back,
Shoot.
He healthy. He 100% healthy.
Yeah.
not sure.
That's just more juice added to
Ooh,
what they already got, man.
it's
Yeah.
going to be something. Will Smith, I'm really proud of him. He had that really bad injury last year, and that's
Yeah.
one of those things that's hard to bounce back. But he's just one man. He's a real humble kid. A lot of people don't know him because he doesn't. You don't hear him. He doesn't say a lot. I've got to spend some time with him and his brother, and they're real good kids. Real humble, real quiet. Will Smith just straightforward. I mean, I don't even think you see very many expressions on his face, but he's doing really good this year. It's good to see.
He scored 5 touchdowns last week.
Who else is running the ball with Ocean Springs? You got Watson. How's he doing this year?
I think he's still considered like an underclassman. I know right now the other guy, if it ain't Will Smith, it's Bryson Smith.
Bryson Smith, the
I
other
haven't heard of
kid.
him.
Man, he scored like 3 touchdowns last week, something like that. 2 or
Yeah,
3. Like he had one of them games last week.
Now they don't. They got Asher Fazer at tight end. He's a big kid. He's a blocking one, but I figured, the second to last year that Pennock was there, they sent their tight end went to Southern Miss, and it's kind of a shocker to see.
Evan McNally.
And it's kind of a shocker to see that. And y'all know, I mean, I'm biased. Y'all know my son. He plays tight end. You just don't see the coach really utilizing tight ends. Blocking and stuff, but you just don't really hear a whole lot about them being utilized nowadays. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Extra lineman. That's what they use, man.
I mean, that's the truth in this schemes and stuff, but even a hybrid, I think Oscar was kind of like the last hybrid tight end, Oscar Hampton. He's Mississippi Gulf Coast, but he was kind of like that last big, tight end that could play in the slot, but.
And he was out of position. Oscar should have been a wide receiver on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
He's so big, though. Goodness.
Oh, and he was strong too. He can get in there and get his hands on you. But him. He like to go get that ball. But there's some good football on the coast. I think Ocean Springs is kind of really shocking everybody. I think they got their identity and they're playing big games. I want to see them play Gulfport.
Oh, it's coming.
Gulfport's got to find something. They had a lot of momentum thinking, playing the 5As, the 2 5As, and then they came out in the run game. I think Van Cleve kind of exposed their run game a little bit. Like, hey, it's not there. Them defense is good. Don't take that away from Van Cleve. I mean, they held them to 1 offensive touchdown at halftime. But still, at that point, I think Gulfport I like that quarterback. I mean, he's a big old dude, but he's leading the team in passing and rushing. So that was kind of the shocker for me, to be such a big school and, have such a big roster, and they just haven't really found that identity at running back. They got those 2 stud running backs. They got those 2 wide receivers. Who's that one kid?
Well, if you know a Blake Pinnock offense, you'll know his quarterback normally is the leading rusher.
That's what he want to
Bray
do.
was the leading rusher. I think Cam Akers was a quarterback, and I think he was the leading rusher. Like Bazz said earlier, he likes to run the ball, and put my best athlete back there and stop him.
Yeah, but but the thing with Pennock, and I think he understands this. There was only two times 6A quarterbacks. I mean, to ever do it. I mean, that kid was a generational athlete. Not saying the other kid can't do it, but I mean, Bray was just. I mean, that dude was. It's just like John Peterson last year. He was a weapon. Dante Dowdle, weapon. I mean, these kids were just. I mean, when they came up to it, you knew it was time to go. And it didn't matter. You could throw everybody you wanted at them. I mean, I sat there and watched John carry the ball 50 times in one game and came at the hole every single time like a dog.
Yeah.
Dante Dowdle, I watched him float. I watched him float on the Van Cleve field. He just floated through the line. He just came up, went over the top of everybody, and I mean, he was gone. So I really haven't seen like that real big breakout player down here yet this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot of team play.
It's coming. We got a guest. We got Terry Patton waiting in the guest room. So Next week, man. If you ain't busy, man, we're gonna try to get you on. Well, y'all on
Most
bye
definitely.
next week.
Yeah, we're on a bye next week.
We'll catch you go Shay most definitely.
I'll see you by 40.
don't do that to yourself.
You know I don't do that. But I don't ever get to say that very often, especially to y'all. So
But don't say it no more because it didn't even feel right coming off your saltine tongue. Don't even do that.
Have you looked in the mirror at your hair? Don't talk
Yeah,
about my 40.
my daughter did my hair. We
It looks
lit.
good.
We lit. Yeah. She
Hey,
said
we'll
that.
get together with the salon and all that. Let's start getting y'all some more. This is awesome. Man, it's funny. I put y'all earlier, real quick. I put y'all just on my dresser while I was getting ready, and I turned the volume up on my phone and just listened. I told you that the other day. If I could listen to y'all in the morning, I mean, I'd do it in a heartbeat. It would be just awesome just to hear this show, the guests and the people. I mean, it's local. It's what we want to hear. So y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of y'all, and y'all keep killing it.
Appreciate it,
Already, brother.
Jason.
All
Thank you,
right,
Take it
Jason.
y'all.
easy, man. Tell the family I said what's up.
Yes, I will. Good night.
Good night. All right, who we got left, man? We got Mr. Terry Patton Jr.
There you go. There you go. There you go, that man. That man an athlete, man. 4-1. 4-1 at the pass high, man. Like how you feel about that senior year?
Man, it feel good, man. I feel like we on the right track, you know. Yeah. So yeah, it feel real good, you know. I feel
Good,
like our
good, good.
program, like I feel like we heading in the direction we want to head in right now. So
So who y'all got next? Are y'all off next week or y'all got a big game?
um yeah, Green County. I ain't even looked. I was worried about the night. I ain't even looked at it.
Yeah.
We got it. But yeah, Green
Yeah.
County. Green County
That's gonna
next.
be a good game. That's Green County tough now, so
Yeah,
y'all
I
gonna have to
already.
strap up. Y'all gonna have to
Yeah, I
strap
know.
up, man.
Bring your
Yeah.
lunch.
So
Yeah.
have you been playing both ways or you just playing receiver this year?
I'm just playing receiver mostly right now. But yeah.
Gotcha.
hmm
Gotcha, man.
Yep.
Gotcha, man. So what's the number one thing you've like what's one of the number one goals you had this year for your senior year?
Um, win.
That's
Win.
simple.
I just want to win. Like it's the senior year. I just want to remember everything. I just really want to win this year. Like yeah,
Gotcha.
I want to win.
You got any offers yet from any colleges?
I got an offer from PRC so far. That's it. But I'm getting interest. I got a lot of interest. So yeah. That's my
Man,
first official offer. So, yeah.
you know we keeping up with you, man.
Yes, sir.
What you get at Waffle House tonight? You was at Waffle House?
Yeah.
That's y'all
Got
spot,
the,
man. After the game, the kids go to Waffle House, man.
yeah,
What you
it
what you
just hit different. Like every time, like I don't know what it is. Like go to Waffle House, I just get the All Star. I get the same thing.
all
All
star?
cheesy eggs, hash browns. It just
Sounds
hit
good.
every
God.
time.
Oh man,
You
it's
know.
midnight. You gonna make me slide.
I'm telling you, he got me hungry. Let me give me that double waffle. Let me
Yeah.
get that double waffle, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Hey,
man.
hey, yeah, yeah, man. We got Tylen. Tylen's supposed to come on from Pastor Gould. He said, man, y'all
Uh,
got my brother on. He said, you got my
yeah,
brother on
that's
TJ.
my brother. Yeah,
That's
Adam.
crazy.
Yeah, Adam on here.
There you go. There you go. There go
What up,
Tylen.
y'all?
Yeah.
Hey,
What up,
Tylen.
Tyler?
Tylen,
What's up?
man, got 4 picks on the year, man. He ain't playing
Oh,
around.
wow.
He
He
got no
played
fly
me.
zone. No
Yeah.
fly
That's
zone right there.
We gave
Yeah.
you that one in Goshen. Now I hope you know that was trick or treat. That was for Halloween. Now you ain't get nothing else now.
Yeah, man. Me and him used to be in the yard throwing the ball all the time when I came
That's
back.
really
Man,
how we had a
We
connection.
grew, we grew up we grew up throwing the football together, playing against people in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's what we used to
Yes.
do.
That's real.
right. That's good, man. I didn't even
Thank
know
you.
that. That's what's up.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that,
Yeah,
but
a lot
yeah,
of people know that.
Them folks
yeah.
know each other. That's crazy.
Man, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, man. Look what the
Hey man, what's
Amigo dropping
crazy?
them gems.
What's crazy? Tyler, man, me and his dad got the same name, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hardly ever meet people got the same name as me, man. We got
Seneca,
the
his name
same.
Seneca.
Yeah.
Same,
We
spell it the same way.
Same way, everything.
We got somebody named Seneca on our team.
Who?
That's my middle name too.
Your middle name, real. Yeah, man, that should be your first name. Don't go by Tyler, man. Go by Seneca, man. You know.
Nah, I gotta be different.
Hey, Tyler, man. Seneca Bingo said that every time y'all beat Gaucher, y'all losing this game, man. Did y'all hear him say that? Did the team
Nah,
hear
I
him
ain't
say
hear him
that?
say that. Nah,
That
Man.
man said y'all supposed to lose tonight, man.
Oh,
That
they was
man said y'all
asleep. My
supposed to
nah.
lose.
bad. They was asleep. My bad. Hey, look. It's the truth, man. Stats went and looked it up and seen it. He was like, hey, they do, man. That's just something that Gula do. They gonna lay down after they beat Gaucher and Mars Point because they feel like, oh, we kings of Jackson County. We beat, them.
Yeah.
What y'all do tonight, Tyler? Y'all won? Y'all
Yo, he
nice.
won.
Y'all
He
won.
won.
Them
You get a
boys,
Yeah.
pick. You get you another interception though.
Nah,
You get a
they
pick.
threw the ball my
Like
way one
like the
time. It
first
stopped.
game.
they watching
First
film.
game.
They done caught on. They got film on you now, Tyler.
They threw the
Tyler,
ball one time and
they
stopped the
gotta
whole.
throw away from him. They find
Yeah.
you. They find where you at. What talent at? All right, we're going away from him. They got to now. They gotta respect it.
They got the ball hog back there, man.
But it was still locked up because we got our second string and our defense. We locked now. For real.
I got you ending the season with 7 interceptions, man, and possibly leading.
I got like 9.
You got 9 as your goal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
What you
Hey,
do, TJ?
I had 2 tutties today. We just ran the ball down their throat, really.
Oh,
Like we ran the ball first play and we got like 50 yards, and we just ran the ball. We threw the
dang.
ball like probably like 4 times, and like 2 of them was touchdowns. So, but
And you
yeah,
got the two tutties. You got the two pass touchdowns. You
I
caught
got
two of
one,
them.
and I had a rushing touchdown. But yeah, I
Gotcha.
got the first passing touchdown. I caught a post, and the second passing touchdown, AJ caught it, number 7, and I had a
Okay.
rushing touchdown.
Yeah,
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. But
But
man,
yeah,
look, man, we ain't trying to keep y'all up all night, man. We just glad y'all came on the show, man. If y'all, when you win, we invite. That's how we do it over here. I know
all
if
right,
the
bro.
if the L y'all ain't trying to talk, so man,
Nah,
y'all keep winning. We gonna send y'all them invites, man.
yeah, all right.
all right.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right,
Appreciate y'all
appreciate you.
too.
Thank you for having
All right,
us.
all right, fellas.
All
All
right.
right.
But
man. That's crazy. Them jokers brothers.
that's crazy, man. OS in the house. What's up,
Roll
OS?
hounds, man. Roll
What's
hounds.
popping, baby? What you know good? Roll
Man,
what?
feeling
What you
good,
say?
man. Good W. Roll hounds,
Hey,
man. We won on the road.
roll hounds. I knew I heard his name say so crazy, man.
That man say roll hounds.
He feeling
And
good
look,
tonight.
and
Look
look, he
at
got it. He got it in his He got it under his name. Roll. That man
him.
cutting
Man,
up,
easy,
man.
man. Man, so I know you feeling good, man. Hey, it feel good to knock off the Kings, man. How it feel to knock off the Kings, man? The 2-time defending state champs. In the fashion y'all did.
It felt good. We prepared for them all week. All
Yeah.
week we was preparing for them. We came out there, played, did what we was supposed to do. Offense was moving the ball. Defense was getting stops. And we just did what we was supposed to do.
Yeah. So basically all season the defense picked up where they left off at from last
Yeah.
season. This year the offense had to come in and get a whole new identity, man, and Dabo come through and that boy ain't
Yeah.
bull. Hey, he playing some football right now.
Improving every week.
Every week, I'm talking about he getting better stride each and every week, man. Like I've been checking him out. Like
Every week.
he keep on doing what he doing, boy. Hey, y'all might be back where y'all supposed to be, where y'all ended up last year.
We got to. That's the goal.
Yeah, I
The
ain't trying to
state.
jinx it. I know Coach B. I know he. Like, I ain't trying to. He probably superstitious. I ain't trying to jinx y'all or nothing like that. We a little bit of hair, man. Where you got that weave in your hair, boy? On your head, man.
Yeah, come on, Big O. They're real. Yeah.
Man,
He said
he
it's
Haitian,
official.
man. That man Haitian. He done went and got somebody that sent him one of them them implants that you can get put in your hair. Hey man, so who had some turnovers tonight? Anybody had any turnovers?
We had a fumble recovery. My boy Ricky Orso.
That's the nose tackle that Jason Phillips talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. And he just talking about him, say he went stupid last week and had
He
like a
did.
flip. He did.
But gonna be something. He gonna go somewhere. I'm telling you. And my boy Big Tyler got him a touchdown tonight.
Who?
Tyler, the
Oh,
DN.
Tyler Carter got him one too. What, he
Got
pick up
him
a
a
fumble or
touchdown.
something?
Yeah, he
Nah,
did.
ball.
What?
You said what?
They threw him the ball.
No.
Pass play, touchdown.
What kind of silly he do, man? Was it what kind of silly? I
He
know
cut
he
up.
did something.
He didn't even celebrate. Just ran to the sideline.
He ran straight to the side. I seen it. I saw it. He ran straight to the side and I couldn't up. Took his helmet off and everything.
Yeah.
That was up. Well, I love to see it, man. Hey, I think Coach Football gonna have y'all as the #1 team now.
If they don't, they tripping.
KD crazy. KD
I
crazy.
tell you, man, that man just like his daddy, man, and his mama, man. For real, you gotta know both of them, bro. Hey, so who y'all next week? Y'all on bye next week, or y'all got opponent?
We got bye next week. Then after that, we play DVille at home. I'm gonna need y'all to be there.
That sound like gonna be a good one,
Okay.
man.
That
Where
do
y'all
sound like
at
a good.
tonight?
I went to Harrison Central tonight.
You
I
know
went
me,
to Harrison Central game.
I'm with them Rebels all season.
Oh wow, bingo. We don't even play them this year.
I know, man. I know it would have been a good game, especially now with Deuce Knight back and Cole back. Boy, that team good.
You think so?
Yeah, they good. They good, man. They gonna be
Who
tough in
they played
6A.
tonight?
They played against Wayne
Wayne
County
County.
tonight. They beat them in overtime.
That was I seen my boy Marlon got the game winning touchdown.
Boy, Marlon Pochop went up there and got that thing, man.
Pochop, man. That man named Pochop.
That man Pochop, boy. Hey, man, they got some nicknames on that team. They got Pochop, Duck, the Mayor. Man, them folk got some nicknames on that team.
That George County for you though. That's
Yeah. Hey, I love it up there, man. I love it. It's all real, man. But yeah. Hey, it's been real though with you, Neff, man. It's after 12 o'clock. It's bad on bedtime, man. I'm getting old. I'm sleepy,
man.
yawning. I gotta get up and
Man.
watch Coach Prime now tomorrow.
All right, my dude.
All right, Neff. Love
I
you, boy.
appreciate it, KD.
All right, fam. Woo, Shabby. Another Friday night in the books, man.
Absolutely, man. Enjoyed it, man. About to hit this sack, as they call it.
Yeah.
I'm way past my bedtime, boy.
Man, what you say? Hey, man, T-Buck hit me up the other day. He said if we continue to give out the award each year, he said and we do the best DB award. That's why I forgot
He
to
gonna
tell
bless us.
Talent.
He gonna bless us. He gonna
Yeah,
bless us with it.
He said I'm gonna bless y'all. He said if I don't come, I'm gonna send somebody down there and
Come on, man. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. He said he wanted his Terrell Buckley Foundation to be behind his award, his Defensive Back of the Year award.
Yeah.
Matt Stat said the most in the season, man. 87.
Most in the
T-Buck with
season.
13, man.
But Matt Stats, how many he returned for a touchdown? I think he returned half of them for a touchdown. I think it was
He
like
was a
6.
sophomore.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, man. He was a sophomore in 87. His the year they won the state
He
championship,
might
man.
have
Was a
been.
sophomore.
You might be right because he
I
came
know I'm
after
right.
prime. He came after prime. You right. You all right.
No,
Came
I
after
know
prime.
I'm right. He from Goshen. You know how Gula, they take everything. Give it here. That's ours too. Give it here. You know, they take everything out, man. All the players that come from
The
Gula
receiver.
that we claim, they
What's
from
the
Goshen.
receiver? The receiver that's from
Kez
Goshen with the post.
McCorvey.
Yeah,
Kez McCorvey,
McCorvey.
straight from Goshen. Mario Ellis, straight from Goshen. You know what I'm saying, bro? Do I need to keep going? No. Carlos Mose set me down, and we went over the team, and it was about 50-50. That 87 team
Gula.
had Gula, had Goshen. So, that's our trophy, but they don't, that's our trophy, bro.
Oh man, you stupid, man.
Yeah, man.
Hell.
It's all love, though, man. It's your boy. I'm finna sign. You know what I'm saying? It's about time me sign on now.
Over with, man.
I'm
I'ma holler at you,
sleeping. And,
man.
I'm sleeping and I'm hungry, man. I ain't ate yet.
That's over with. I'm going to bed. I'ma holler at you though.
All right, bro.